Hey, what's going on, guys? It's XilentFlex, and welcome to my first episode of Ask Flex, where you guys email me your questions and any problems that you have in your life, and I try to give you my words of advice to help you better off any situation that you might need a few words of wisdom with. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, and welcome to the first episode once again. I don't know, I'm kind of excited to be doing something different on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off with the first email. This is actually the first one that was sent to me, period. So huge shout out to David from our film number one for being the number one person, or the, not number one, being the first person to send me an email. And I'll go ahead and read this off. I'm just going to read these and try to answer them. I haven't read these before, so I'm going to try to do like a first reaction kind of thing, and we'll see how it works out. All right, so here we go. We got, hey, XilentFlex, can you talk about building motivation to continue following a passion? In other words, striving to accomplish a goal, even if it is something that could end up terrible. Motivation is definitely a key to success, but sometimes finding that motivation can be difficult. Thanks. David from our film 1. Thanks, David. Awesome question. So I guess the first thing I would do is relate this question to myself. And I can relate it to two things. The first one, I'll relate it to working out, because I think that that's always, for me, it's always been a good thing to correlate between motivation and success. So for me personally, especially in the past, and I think for a lot of people in general, everybody wants to get in shape. I mean, I don't know people that just enjoy being unhealthy. In theory, most people, I'm sure, would like to have a really nice looking body and be really just be really physically fit. But at the same time, those desires are backed up by motivation. So you might have the desire to get in shape, you might have the desire to work out, to be nutritious, but if you don't have that motivation to go to the gym 5 days a week, maintain a healthy diet, maintain a well nutritional balance between the foods that you eat, and just be consistent in everything, you won't really attain those goals. You won't really attain that physique that you want. You won't necessarily be as successful as you would be if you didn't have absolute motivation. Now, with that said, I think the best way to strive to accomplish a goal is, first of all, you have to really want it yourself. If you don't believe in the goal, if it's not something that you truly want, you're not going to really find yourself doing very many things to accomplish it. I remember my stepdad used to always tell me, when I used to forget to do things, like I would forget to take the garbage out, or I would forget to go check the mail, or pick up the dog poop in the backyard, and he'd always get mad at me, and he'd tell me, you know what, I bet you if you came home and you knew that there was $1 million buried in the backyard somewhere, you definitely wouldn't forget to come home and start digging holes in the backyard. So in theory, what that means is you remember the things that are important to you. So I think a good way is to correlate that between motivation and your goals. If it's something that's really, truly a goal that you possess, you'll do what it takes to achieve that goal. You'll do the things that you need to do to progress forward, and you won't forget about it, because the motivation will be something that grows within you, and it's more natural. Now, some things take extra motivation. Going to the gym 5 days a week is tough for anybody. Necessarily working out and straining your body isn't necessarily fun by definition. But if you want to accomplish that goal, you gotta learn to strive for it. And sometimes it's just about pushing through the tough times and going, you know what, I might not want to do this today. I might want to have a lazy day and not go to the gym. But I know if I want to get to that 5-star level of physique greatness, I need to go to the gym today. And basically, sometimes that's what motivation is about. Sometimes you gotta motivate yourself. Sometimes motivation comes naturally, and that's just how life is, I think. And that's my personal opinion. And yeah, I hope that answers your question. I'm gonna go to the next question now. I don't know if this whole not reading them first and then talking about them right now is gonna work, but we'll see how it turns out. Tell me if you guys like it. Maybe I should prepare more next time and pre-read these. Anyways, we'll go to the second email. This one is by Unremix, and he says, so my question is, how do you forget about something bad you hear and or did? Okay, so how do you feel about something bad you hear and or did? Okay, so I'm going to try to relate this to something in my past. I definitely have things that when I was younger I did, and I'm a little ashamed of them. Actions and whatnot, things that I kind of look back and go, really? I did that. I'm a good guy. I can't believe I did stuff like that. And they're not super huge things, but the way that I kind of move past those things now, especially today, is I realize that the person I am today is different than the person I was a year ago. It's different than the person I was 3 or 4 years ago. And the most important thing is to never live in the past. You guys always want to live in the present, because if you find yourselves living in the past, you're just going to be unhappy a lot of the time. Because I mean, I guess it depends in what aspect that you're looking at things in the past. But if all you do is focus on all these bad things that you did when you were younger, things that you failed, etc., 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 you're always going to find yourself disappointed in yourself. Whereas if you live in the present, you can recognize the things that you did wrong, maybe faults that you had, things you messed up on. But it's important to live in the present by acknowledging that you might have had some things that you messed up on when you were younger, but you're a different person now. And the whole, I mean, a whole concept, one of the whole major purposes of life is to just learn from your mistakes. So a good way to not necessarily forget about what you did, even if it's bad or whatnot, is to just learn from it and understand that, if you did something bad, you can move past it. Life's got plenty of opportunities for you to start fresh. And one of the most important things about life is learning from your mistakes. Like I said before, if you didn't make mistakes, you probably wouldn't be where you're at today. And that can be, you can even relate that to video games. You can relate it to women. If you played Modern Warfare 3 and you keep going to a part of the map where you just die every single time, eventually you're going to learn that, you know what, maybe I should probably venture to a different portion of the map so I don't die right here every time. Or if you relate it to women, maybe you're trying to approach girls and you're using a certain opener, or you're just not being yourself and it's just not working out for you. Then maybe you sit back and realize, you know what, after failing 4 or 5 times, maybe I should just be myself and be open and be happy with women. And maybe you'll find success that way. So, I don't think you should forget about bad things that you did. I think you should just try to learn from them. And if it's something very bad that you just can't get off your mind, you know what? Just tell yourself, I live in the present right now, and the past is the past, and forget about it. You can't spend the time worrying about the past, because the past will forever be the past. And the only thing that's really important is what's happening in the present. So, don't dwell on past negative thoughts or past negative actions. So anyways, I think I'm going to end this right now, because I'd like to get some of your feedback and just have you guys let me know how this first episode went. So first of all, do you guys like it when I just read these and do my immediate response? Because the emails that I read, I had not read before. I was trying to do it as a reaction-based video. Do you like that, or would you prefer me to read these ahead of time and gather my thoughts and then talk about them? So let me know. This is first episode, and we can kind of build and make this better as we go. So I would appreciate any feedback in regards to make this better, I guess. And before I carry this on any longer, I want to thank every single person who sent me an email. Just so you guys know, I'm going to go through these chronologically. So more than likely, if you send me an email, I will get to it. Just give me some time, and we'll follow it up on another Ask Flex episode, numero dos, which will be this Sunday. So look forward to that, and I'll try to speed these up for the future so they're not 10 plus minutes long. Unless you guys really enjoy that, then let me know, and I'll keep busting long videos out. I don't know. Whatever you guys want. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for the time you spent on this video. I very much appreciate it. And as always, stay fly and stay fresh. I will catch you guys later. Peace.